He definitely wasn't backed by his coach. He said Lookman was not supposed to take that penalty. He's one of the worst penalty takers I've ever seen. He has a frankly terrible record, even in training. He converts very few of them. In a moment of enthusiasm after scoring, he decided to take the ball, and that was a gesture I did not appreciate at all. A reminder, Gasperini is the coach of Lookman. This was response from Ademola Lookman to his coach, saying, being singled out in the manner I have been not only hurts, but feels deeply disrespectful. The designated penalty taker instructed me to take the penalty and to support the team. I took the responsibility in the moment to do so. He's understandably had a lot of support from Italy as well, but what's the reaction been, Gab, to what Gasperini had to say? It felt very harsh.
It felt harsh. It felt out of place. I mean, this is something you take up in the dressing room afterwards. But also, this leaves you with a sense of confusion. I mean, well, first and foremost, the VAR review before the penalty took forever. So if you can see Ademola Lookman talking to the Prince, Charles de Ketelaere, who was supposed to be, he was the designated penalty taker on that occasion, and you see him taking the ball. Hey, Gasperini, you've got all the time in the world. You act crazy half the time anyway. You can run onto the pitch. You can say, no, Lookman, give it to him. You can shout at your captain, Martin de Roon, who's still out there, say, you sort it out. You take the penalty, whatever. Apparently, Charles de Ketelaere said, according to Lookman, he said he didn't feel up to taking the penalty. There is some dispute about what he actually said, which, again, brings you to this whole point about why can't they get their story straight? They all play for the same club. And this is a communications issue. It's an image issue. I don't think anybody comes out of this looking good because, frankly, Lookman, nobody deserves to be singled out. But this idea that, oh, I'm just going to go and take the ball, that's not a great look either. You do have a hierarchy there for a reason.
Yeah, obviously, Stevie, as a coach, were you surprised to see Gasperini say that, even though it was a situation that's an interesting one, as Gab's saying?
Yeah, there's no need for what he added on. All you got to say is he wasn't supposed to take it. That's all Gasperini has to say. At the same time, I mean, Gab's spot on. The man who's supposed to take the penalty, if I'm the coach, he's my first protocol. Why are you not taking the penalty? I've told you you're the penalty taker. The second protocol is the captain, that Gab mentioned. It's you're the captain for a reason, so that on the field, when I can't get anybody's ear, then you follow my instructions. And quite honestly, the only person, it seems to me, who's innocent in this is Lookman himself. Because if the guy doesn't want to take it, who's meant to take it, somebody else is going to have to take it. And so Lookman said, I'll take it. So Lookman's actually the innocent bystander here. It's the guy who was supposed to take it and the captain on the field. And I never saw the game, but if Gab's correct in saying the amount of time, then absolutely Gasperini should have done something. Because you 100% are looking to make sure, as a coach, that the right guy is taking it. And when you get a smell it might not be, you make sure that they know who has to take it. So, unfortunately, Lookman's the innocent bystander.
We know Gasperini's not afraid of what people think about what he says, Gab, but what do you think the repercussions will be from this?
Well, I think he's going to have a chat with Lookman, and I think ultimately it's mutually beneficial that Lookman continues playing a big part in Atalanta's season. He's had this before with a very similar player to Lookman with Papu Gomez a few years ago, where all of a sudden he fell out with him. Again, I don't think it's going to happen here. Gasperini's become a little bit wiser about certain things. I think Lookman knows it's not in his interest. He's going to move on in the summer anyway. He's got a year left on his contract. There is a club option. That's always been the plan. He just turned 27, I think, in November. So they're going to see the season out. He's beloved by the fans. And look, in the end, if they take a step back, and like I said, if they get their story straight, and by the way, this business with Charles de Ketelaere sort of saying, oh, no, I don't feel like taking penalty, kind of smells to me about somebody kind of sticking up for his teammate here after what happened. So, I mean, there's a whole other sideline to this as well. But, look, it doesn't take away from the fact that I think Atalanta felt they got screwed by that penalty at the end of the first leg. But Bruges were so good in transition. in the end, Atalanta, they had 30 shots on goal. They had an XG of more than 3. But in the end, you can't get it done. I think you have to ask questions. And this penalty, I don't think this penalty should overshadow everything.